What's up, everyone? We're back for some more Gundam Evolution gameplay for the last time on this final day before the server shut down. I figured what better way to end it than how I started it, with some Gundam gameplay on Thermal Plant. It was about a little over a year ago now, and at the time I did not expect myself to really become a Gundam Evo content creator. I was hoping I might be able to, that people would like my videos and I would be able to continue making them, but I kind of just made it on a whim because I'd been making other YouTube stuff, and in my YouTube career so far, if you could even call it that, it was just basically I made one Elden Ring video that did pretty well, and then everything else is just kind of various gameplay shorts, which, because everyone was talking about at the time, YouTube shorts was the future of YouTube, short form content and everything like that. And they're not entirely wrong. I think that short form stuff does do pretty well, and it is growing, especially with stuff like TikTok and all that, but none of my stuff did particularly well. But so I decided, I've always been a big fan of Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentaries. I don't know if anyone here around played that game, is familiar with it, but I always watched Star and Germa. People probably know Germa now. I don't know if everyone even knows that he was a Team Fortress 2 commentator back. That's kind of where he got his start. And I was always a big fan of those guys, and it's like, that's something that seemed fun to me. So I thought, hey, this new game, Gundam Evolution, just came out. I had a ton of fun with the closed beta test I was in. And, I think I'm kind of good at the game at least, so, why don't I try it? Why don't I make a gameplay commentary video and see how it goes? And the first one, Gundam on Thermal Plant, didn't do very well. Like 2 days in or so after I'd made it, I think it had like 10 views. So I made a second one because I had fun with it, even though I didn't think it was that great and I hadn't really gotten any views. And the second one was similar. I don't even actually remember what my second one was. I'll have to look it up after this video, but it didn't do great either. And then the third one was Marasai. Talking about, should you unlock Marasai? That was kind of my series I had, where every time a new suit would come out, should you unlock, is it worth spending your capital on? And I did that for Marasai, and I guess probably because it was more specific than just general gameplay commentary. It was talking about, like, should you spend your hard-earned capital or cash on this unlockable suit in this game? Is it worth it? Showing off more specific things. And that video kind of blew up, at least for my size. I was like a 20 sub channel at the time, and I don't even think any of those 20 subs, they were from various shorts or whatever, so they probably didn't care about Gundam Evolution. Maybe one or two of them did. I don't know. I'd be curious if any of them are still around. But either way, it kind of blew up. It had a few thousand views just in a couple days and kept growing from there. I think even to this date, it's one of my top viewed videos on this channel. And after that, I was like, okay, I found some success. There were some nice comments talking about how my commentary was good and everything, and there seemed to be a demand for more, so I was having fun with it, so I decided to keep going with it. And I guess the rest is kind of history up until this time. Still been doing Gundam videos, and I've tried to expand a little bit and do some different commentary stuff, and I'll have to do that more since Gundam Evo isn't going to be around for me anymore after that, or for any of us. But unfortunately, in these last few months, and I guess it's kind of been a trend since end of service was announced, my views on Gundam videos definitely have gone down. And I think it got particularly bad after I went on my break to Japan. I think that may have messed with the YouTube algorithm or something, or maybe it's just because I was uploading stuff that wasn't Gundam Evo. I did a lot of Titanfall for a bit and stuff like that. And who knows, the YouTube algorithm is incomprehensible to us mortal people, so I may have done something to anger it, and it's not showing my videos to Gundam Evo fans anymore. But, I try not to worry about that kind of view stuff too much, but I'd be lying if it doesn't cross my mind from time to time. So even though the views haven't been anywhere near as big as their peak, I did still kind of want to send the game off with some of my commentary stuff in this final month or whatever. So that's kind of why I took a little bit of a break from the other stuff I was doing and went back to focusing on more Gundam Evo stuff here at the end. And I wish I had done a few more. I was actually counting my videos, and I think this will be my 105th Gundam video, but that's if you include shorts. So if we were only including the regular Gundam videos, the gameplay commentaries, plus I guess that would include my funny Barb video I did too, then we're only at like 97. So if I'd done 3 more or 4 more for gameplay commentaries, it would have been a nice even 100. So I wish I noticed that earlier, and then I could have planned out and done more of them, but we're gonna fall a couple short in that regard. But 105, if we include the shorts, that's still kind of a cool number. But yeah, I'm proud of what I did. I'm glad that I was able to gain an audience with this, and I'm glad that people were able to enjoy it, because I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not going to say every single time I was in the mood to make a new video. Sometimes it did feel like a bit of a chore and just something I had to do, but for the most part, I did enjoy making these videos, and I do still enjoy doing gameplay commentary. I'm not sure if there's really an audience for it in other games. You know, I talked about TF2 a bit. That was big years ago, TF2 gameplay commentary. I don't know if it's really a thing anymore. And I used to watch Machinima Respawn, but then I think there was a big scandal about how they weren't paying people for that or something or whatever. Machinima, I think, is completely gone nowadays, but I don't know if there's really kind of a central place for it. I know StarCraft, actually. StarCraft 2 has fallen off in popularity a lot, but I guess that's kind of different because they're not usually commentating their own gameplay. It's like tournament casters who will accept replays from pro players and will commentate over that. I know like Loco, he's someone I watch from time to time. Those still do fairly well, especially considering how far StarCraft 2 has kind of fallen off, at least on the global scale. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. My finals, I did like, I think 2 during the last beta test, and the first one didn't do so hot. The second one did pretty good, but we'll see. I'm still excited to play that game. I am excited for it when it comes out, but we'll have to experiment. We'll have to see what else people are interested. We'll do some gameplay commentaries. We'll probably do some stuff that isn't gameplay commentaries. I do actually have a couple things I'm working on right now, a couple edited videos that are not going to be gameplay commentary stuff for different games, and you know, I hope people will give those a shot. And if they're not your cup of tea, then you know, that's fine. You don't have to watch them anymore. Because at the end of the day, as much as I appreciate support from everyone, you know, it's do what makes you happy and do what you enjoy. So don't force yourself to watch my stuff if it no longer brings you joy in a post Gundam Evo world. But I do hope that people will at least you know, give them a chance and see if they like them, and if they don't, then that's something I got to improve on my side, I guess. But you know, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the future of the channel holds. And I guess you know, competitive stuff is something I could also kind of go into more. I did really enjoy playing you know, in this ending season of the Gundam Evo Crosshair Invitational League, playing in that. I'm really glad that I was asked to join that and I got to participate. Even if we hadn't won, I still would have liked it. It was a fun experience, but it did take a lot of time too. You know, between trying to make videos and like make it to scrims for that and make it to games and everything, combined with, you know, normal life stuff and everything, it was a bit time consuming. So I don't know if I'd want to jump right back into something similar like that for another game, but I wouldn't say never to doing it again in the future. But of course, I'd have to find something I'm good at again, and that's not necessarily easy. I think I got kind of lucky that I was able to do both for a game like this that I really enjoyed playing, and I was also pretty good at it enough to play competitively. I think that was a really good combo for me. So we'll have to see again. You know, I do have a little bit of competitive experience outside of Gundam Evo. I played in one Apex Legends tournament. It was a pretty casual tournament. There was no prize money or anything, and I think like the average skill level of the people in it was like gold or whatever, gold rank, and it was fun. My team did pretty good. There was some issues with how it was organized, but overall it was a fun experience. But I don't know if I could do Apex Legends competitively at like a real level, and I don't know if I have that level of skill, but who knows. I'm not gonna say no to anything at this stage, I guess, at least giving it some thought. But I only have so much time too, not saying I'm gonna immediately go into becoming an Apex pro after this. We've definitely got some other things I want to try before that. But yeah, this match, I haven't really talked about so much. Hopefully that doesn't bother you guys. I want to talk a little bit, just kind of about, do a retrospective on my Gundam Evo YouTube career, so hopefully you guys don't mind that. Oh my god, look at all those heavy arm shots I missed. But so far this has been a pretty good match. Actually surprised we brought it back the first round. We just barely managed to get that in, but we're doing a lot better in this second round here. You know, this Barb's coming in from behind, and Pale Rider's still contesting the point pretty well. Yeah, thermal plants, after all this time, I think it's still probably one of my least favorite domination maps. I'm not actually a huge fan of Ironworks. I know a lot of people like that after they add it. I guess I don't hate it, but there are, I think B point on that can be a bit too chaotic for me. I think the point I actually like the most is probably the outside point, which has also got me thinking. I don't think I ever made a video including Ironworks. Oh, I guess my last the CIL finals, we did play on Ironworks in that. We lost that match, but we did play on it, so I guess I did include it. So I think I got every single map in my videos, because I got Space Fortress with my Confer video. I got, I think, 2 on Large Conveyance Facility. I got Ironworks, and then obviously I got everything before that. So I think I got every map And I got every mobile suit, that's for sure. I don't think I got 2. I wanted to do like at least 2 for everyone, and I never made a second Confer video. I'm mad about that, because I actually had a really good Confer game the other night, but I wasn't recording, so I didn't get to make a video out of that one. And then I don't think I ever did a second Barb video, which you could probably forgive me for, since, well, my Barb's not the best. Although I did play Barb the other day too, and it went okay. I had like 6 kills, but I only died 4 times, so that's a success in my book. I guess, okay, I technically did 2 Barb videos if you include the Clown Barb video, but that I don't really count that one. That was kind of a different thing. But I actually was thinking, you know, I wanted to try and maybe get like a second Barb video near the end of the game. That'd kind of be a funny thing. Like, after all this time I haven't been doing Barb, I'd do it again, but I just didn't get a good enough game to feel comfortable with it. Most of them I was just getting dunked on, and then I'd switch, and that wouldn't really count as a Barb video. But other than that, you know, we did pretty good, I think. Maybe a little bit too much Pale Rider. I think people might have been getting sick of Pale Rider at the end, but you know, that was my suit for competitive, unless they banned it or I had to give it to someone else. So that's just kind of how it rolls in that regard. But at least we got a good amount of Gundam, and got Gundam at the end, because I did want to. That's always my favorite. I'll always come back to Gundam, no matter what, with how the game went. It was my favorite. And we're doing pretty good in this game. I think I had a bit of a rough start. This Marsa seems to be focusing me a lot, but I've also juked him and got a couple kills on him, so it went okay. But I think this is going to be the final point here, so maybe I should focus on the game a little bit more. Throwing out that early Super Napalm just to give us some space. No kills, but that's okay. I just wanted us to cap the point, but 400 health shield, not enough to block that. Still almost got the kill on him, though. Just that burn from the missile pods killed me before I get the finish off on the heavy arms. So I did recap, but we've got a few G maneuvers left. Gym mines are pretty good at this point, I'd say. There's a lot of stuff in the middle of the point that kind of obstructs them, so it's not as easy for them to get shot and destroyed by stuff. Even like Gun Tank, I think, will struggle a little bit depending on where you put him. But he does have to get in first. And then Hades, not the best point for Hades, but there are definitely worse. It just depends on how well they juke you in the middle, but it looks like he did pop in now. Z2R went off somewhere. Looks like he's helping with kills, so he probably hit someone. And now we are on the point, so now they got to come back in. We haven't actually used gym mines yet. I'm actually surprised by that. You'd think he'd throw him down right now to kind of keep him off the point. Maybe he's waiting until the very end. Looks like he did throw him out now. We take out that Exia. Still coming in. I heard someone get hooked. Can come here, get that hammer, finish off that Marsai, hopefully for the last time. The boosted heavy arms goes down. I think it's just 2 left. There's Metas flying in the sky. Barb is on top of me, going for that stun, but he's actually off the point. And that is going to be the end. 2-0, but pretty close for both rounds. Barely managed to survive a Barb at the end, so that's a plus in my book. And that is going to be the end of the match. It's a victory for us. Fortunately, I did not snag the final MVP, but I'm a big Jim fan, so I'll be happy to concede that MVP to him. And I think I still made the board, so all in all, it was still a very good Gundam game. But here at the end, everyone, I did want to say thank you again for watching, whether you're a newer fan or you've been here since the beginning. I really do appreciate all your guys' support during all this time, and whether or not you continue to watch my future stuff, I just want to say thanks. You know, like I said, I didn't think this Gundam Evo stuff would ever take off for me, and I'm glad it did, because it really was a fun last year. Almost getting a little emotional as I say that, but I did want to add one last thing. I did want to say I am going to be streaming on my Twitch most of this final day before the servers go down. So if you do want to pop in and say hello or chill or anything, we're going to try and do some custom games if we have enough people for it, and just kind of enjoy the last few hours we have with the game. And if you can't stop by, that's fine too. I get it. It's the middle of the week, kind of an awkward time for the last bit of it shutting down, but we will be doing that if you can tune in. And I guess just as a final note, I just want to say thanks again, and hopefully I see you guys next time.